insulting and a major disservice to the people I would consider friends. Having said that, I don't want to go into explicit details, and I don't want to talk about it forever. And the reason I don't want to talk about it so much is not because I'm embarrassed or ashamed or anything like that. It's more the fact that I'm over it, and I want to acknowledge it, that it happened, why it happened, and then I want to move on. I don't want to let it become an anchor that's weighing me down, that's holding me to one spot, that will not let me forge ahead. So, having said all of that, I'll do my best to explain as briefly and concisely as possible. Is concisely a word? I think it is. Okay, so I don't even know when this happened. I can't remember the exact date or dates or time. Yeah, so what happened was Nicole, or Springbok ASMR, went through a bit of turbulence with a video she made, and it upset her so much that she deleted her Reddit account and she disappeared, essentially, which was quite alarming to me. As some of you know, she and I had been working on a collaboration video, and the video was actually supposed to come out on her channel the day she disappeared. She told me she was going to release it, and so, because we were both looking forward to it and excited about it, I was quite shocked when she disappeared, and I had been communicating with her via email before all of this, and I woke up that morning, and having read the subreddit, having gone through it, I got the sense that something had happened. Although I was very much in the dark, nobody had told me. So I sent Nicole an email, and later in the day, when I realized something serious had happened, well, I say serious, serious to me, I discovered her Reddit account was gone, which was astounding. I just never imagined it would be deleted, so I assumed something really shocking had happened. And so I sent another email, basically just asking if she was alright and apologising for my first email because I didn't know that something had happened. So, over the next while, I discovered that she had been getting a lot of abuse, a lot of hate, and I felt like I couldn't really call myself her friend if I didn't try in some way to just reach out, to just let her know that I was thinking about her and I wanted her to be okay and to take as much time as she needed and all the rest of it. So I made a little video and I posted it on the subreddit, and my hope was that she would come back to it at some point. Maybe she would read some of the threads, even though she had no account. You know, obviously anonymously she could have come back to it, and I had hoped she would see it, because she didn't answer my emails and I didn't know of another way to reach her, so that's what I did. And I kind of knew I would get some abuse for it, but what shocked me was how much I got, how negative the feedback was, how horrible the people there were. And it shocked me so much because I had always believed that that subreddit was a safe place. I had naively so imagined it to be full of kind-hearted and sweet people, which of course there are, but it's naive when I think back on it now, but I imagined everyone there was like that, which it's not possible, but I guess I believed it. So I got a lot of hate for it, more than I was expecting. I got called a lot of names, like White Knight, and a lot of people assumed I was, I don't know, I don't know what they assumed, but they obviously didn't know Nicole and I were friends and that we had been working on a project. So that happened, and it shook me very, very deeply, and I was upset. I was upset because something I believed, a place I believed that was safe and full of people who had up to that point, shown me love and support, was also full of people who could quickly turn and attack me. It was scary to realize that this place I considered safe and secure was not what I believed it was. it's like sitting alone in a room. You think you're alone. You think you're safe. You think you can do what you want. You can say what you want. You can be who you are. But at some point you begin to realize you're not alone in the room. There are in fact other people there watching you. And it hampers your ability to say what you want. You're more cautious. And people were vicious, people are vicious. When they want to be. And I believe that's part of being anonymous, hiding behind a username. It doesn't allow you to empathize with people when you aren't yourself, when you wear a mask, when you hide behind something. You lose the human touch, the connection. So I became very, very disillusioned with the community. And I pretty much decided to leave. And so that's where I was all this time. I left. I was at a point in my life where I tried to do something sincere for someone I care about. I tried to just reach out with love and support as best I could in a last attempt. And I was abused for that. It's astounding to me that I would be abused for trying to do something genuine and sincere like that. That people would take the time and give energy and purpose to being horrible and being mean and being negative. That can't be good for anyone. To so fully embody meanness. But they did. So I remember the time I think I was starting my new job, so I was working 2 jobs. I was trying to make these videos more frequently, and I have enough self-respect, I have enough confidence in myself to just admit that I don't need that. I don't need this. I don't have to put up with people abusing me for being who I am, for trying to do something good. And I decided, fair enough, I'm out. I can't do this right now. And I know it sounds so simple and so easy to just get over. Oh, Andrew, get over it. It's not a big deal if you let it affect you too much. And I guess I did. But what you have to remember is that when you do this, when you take time to make these videos, and I think the real problem was I engage with people on a personal level. I listen to everything you say and read everything you write, and I take on board your thoughts and your opinions, and we have conversations, and I want to get to know you because you get to know me. And I think that was my real downfall, that I care about what you think and like button. You left wonderful comments. Nobody had a bad word to say. To your eternal credit, I was never as proud of all of you as I was then, because there, on that video, on my channel, you were all supportive, whereas one website over, on Reddit, I was so horribly attacked. I suppose maybe attacked isn't the right word, but I'm making it sound far too violent, but it wasn't nice. So anyway, all that said, I don't blame anyone. I feel like, in a way, this was good, because now I'm less naive. I am more wise to the world, the internet world, and the community as a whole. And as I said, I've come to a point now where I feel like I'm over it. I just wanted to acknowledge it, to tell you why it happened, and why I felt like I had to do what I did. And I don't think what I did was wrong. That was another thing people said. I was wrong to make that video, which was, I couldn't believe somebody would tell me I was wrong to make a video like that to support someone. I still can't believe that. So I felt like what I did was not wrong. I did it because that's who I am. I did it because I didn't want to put up with abuse. I take my own time. I spend my own energy making these videos and trying my best to help people. And I don't ask for anything. I never wanted to ask for anything. I just wanted to give. And then I just didn't feel like the community deserved that anymore from me. It wasn't worth my time, my energy to have to put up with it. So that's where I've been. And I tried to, over the past couple of months, I've been thinking a lot about what makes me happier. Am I happier to just sit in the background and just be another face in the crowd, which I've enjoyed. I haven't engaged with the community at all. I've enjoyed that. Or am I happier making videos and talking to my subscribers and people who want to talk to me? So I've been kind of standing on the edge for a long time, and I've been swaying back and forth, thinking about making a video, doing a new video to come back, because when I left I really felt I'm done. But time has kind of worn that away. That sort of hurt and the hate. So I've been swaying back and forth, and ever so slightly been leaning more and more to was as a result of being criticized and told that what I did and what I do is wrong. It's hard. Anyone that's made something and shown it to people knows it's hard. It's hard to do that and not care. So, like I said, I've acknowledged it. I've told you what happened and why it happened. I just want you to understand. You don't have to like what I did. You don't have to agree with it. But you know now. And it's not a big secret. But it's something I don't particularly want to talk about anymore. And not because, as I said, I'm embarrassed or ashamed. It's because I don't want to let it anger me. I want to move on, move past it. Forge ahead. Create new things and experience life such as it is. And yeah, so that's it. Here we are. I don't even know where to go from this, what to do next. I made a little Interstellar video. Well, the idea came from Interstellar. It was about the stars and going out there into the universe. Because I saw Interstellar last year and I loved it. I cannot even describe my toucans. They're all gone. I have lost the ability to can. I loved it so much. Easily my favourite film of 2014 and one of my all-time favourites ever. So that's kind of what that was based on. Just because I wanted to make something small, something short. So I have just a couple of final things to say and then we can end this video. The first thing is I want to thank Lisa, who is also an ASMR artist. She goes by the name Indigo Stars. And she defended me on Reddit. She stood up for me and what I did and tried to tell people what happened and that they were not being very nice. And I was so proud of her as well for standing up to me, for standing up to them for me. And it was so lovely to see among all the negativity. So, thank you, Lisa. Another thing is, would you prefer if I made shorter videos and more of them, say 10 minutes long, 10-minute videos but more of them, or would you prefer I made longer videos like this? This one's about 25 minutes long and less of them. Would you prefer video content, like just me talking, or would you prefer a small bit of video and then maybe just voiceover? Because that would make the file size smaller for me and it would mean I could upload much faster if most of the video was just audio and maybe an image or something. So that's something to consider and maybe tell me about. Yeah, I think that was it. That's all I wanted to say and mention. This is just a whisper video because I had a lot to say. Ooh, it's good getting it out. It's a relief to finally unset it all. I'm quite nervous about how it's going to be has no place. So that's it.